Yorùbá àníṣe ẹ jẹ́ ká yin bàbá Tinubu pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ takuntakun tí wọ́n ṣe. Ọ̀dọ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe kọ́ ló dáa o, àmọ́ àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe tó dáa ẹ jẹ́ ká yìn wọ́n. Nǹkan táwọn Fúlàní tí ó ti fìyà jẹ wá tipẹ́tipẹ́, nígbà tí bàbá Tinubu débẹ̀ yìí náà ni ó fi wá sípò yẹn. Ṣé orí custom la fẹ́ sọ ni bàbá Tinubu ló ṣe fún wa? Sórí immigration la fẹ́ sọ ni bàbá Tinubu ló ṣe fún wa? Ìran Yorùbá débẹ̀ rí. Sórí olórí sọ́jà la fẹ́ sọ ni bàbá Tinubu ló ṣe fún wa? Ìran Yorùbá débẹ̀ rí. Ẹ̀yin náà wo àwọn barrack sọ́jà tí bàbá Tinubu tí wọ́n gbé padà sílẹ̀ Yorùbá nígbà táwọn Fúlàní wà ń bẹ̀, wọn ò ṣe fún wa. Ilẹ̀ Hausa ni gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ sí o. Àwọn nǹkan yìí tá a rí náà lọ ní àfihàn bàbá Tinubu. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ká yin bàbá Tinubu. Èèyàn wa ni wọ́n, ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Tí bàbá Tinubu ò bá fi ní ṣe second time láti jẹ́ kí 8 years wọn kó pé Nàìjíríà ò yà pín ni. Nàìjíríà ló yà pín ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni ó rí. A lè gbà kí wọ́n wá fojú wa ní wàhálẹ́ bọ́. Kí ló dé? Nígbà tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo àwọn tí ń ṣe president Nàìjíríà wọ́n ń lo ọdún 8 wọn kó pé. Kí ló wá dé? Lọ́wọ́ àdórí tiwa, lọ́wọ́ àstọ́bì láyé ànígbà. Ọmọ Yorùbá àníṣe ànígbà torí wípé bá a ṣe bẹ́wù la bọ́ mọ ìbí òjù bí. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ wá gbọ́ ohun táwọn Haúsá tí wọ́n wà ní nọ́ọ̀dì sọ ń bàbá Tinubu. Kódà wọ́n sọ wípé sẹ́ kàkà káwọn fi dìbò fún Kwakwaso tàbí Àtíkù tàbí Peter Obi, bàbá Tinubu làwọn dìbò fún. Ṣé gbọ́? Kí ló wá dé táwọn àtàjọ ọmọ Yorùbá táwọn nípa àwùjọ yẹn ti wá. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ká gbá àwùjọ yẹn ti wá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbá àwùjọ wọn. Èmi ò campaign fún APC o. Mi ò campaign fún APC o. Àmọ́ bàbá Tinubu ọ̀nà tá a gbà tí ìjọba òfin ní bọ́mọ́ ọ lọ́wọ́ táwọn náà fi lo 8 years wọn tí ó pé òun lèmi ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí o. Òun nìkan tí mò ń sọ o. Ẹyẹ yẹn wá ẹ má yẹ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ jù, ẹ jẹ́ kí n play ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn Haúsá tó wà ní nọ́ọ̀tì tí wọ́n sọ nípa bàbá Tinubu. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Ẹ má bá wa ká lọ. Ẹ ṣé.
Yes, good day, my people. You're welcome to today's political discussion. We are still discussing Nigerian politics. Now, northern Nigeria is very, very angry with Kwankwaso for leaving the ADC. We all know that the ADC is a northern political platform, and I have said this before. So, Kwankwaso leaving the ADC has pained a lot of northerners. Most of the clerics in the north are telling their people that Kwankwaso has betrayed the north. You know why? They know that Peter Obi is very important to the coalition. But only Atiku would not be able to do like the work of beating President Bola Tinubu. That they need a Peter Obi. Peter Obi has that crowd, that certain flavor. But Kwankwaso is the one that they are targeting now. Not Nigeria is targeting. They have betrayed Arewa. They are now saying that it is even better for us to support a Tinubu than to support a Peter Obi. It is better. Let's look at this statement. It will be better to support Tinubu than Peter Obi. Kwankwaso, your decision to leave ABC shows that you don't truly care about Arewa. You see, when it comes to the matter of the North, it is all about themselves. Very selfish, hypocritical. When it comes to the North, it's all about themselves. During the time of Jonathan, the North spoke with one voice, saying that it is the turn of the North. They worked against Jonathan. Now, fast forward to 2023. It was the turn of the South. The North were crying, turn of the North. We only did 8 years. 2023, the turn of the South. The same article contested and wanted to win election so that after a Fulani man, another Fulani man will take over. The North did not sit down well to complain. Now, Tinubu has not even finished 4 years. The next election, North want to still take over. You can see how selfish they are. You can see how, like, the North cannot, you cannot have an alliance with the North. Then you now become elite. You see Tinubu, Buhari said, Buhari Almighty Buhari, because in the whole of Northern Nigeria today, there's no one that has the followership and respect that Buhari has. Even until death, you will hear Atiku say that I have inherited Buhari followers, because that man was an icon in the eyes of Northerners. He could not win elections. He shed tears. He tried violence. He could not penetrate. Yes, that is Buhari. Tinubu himself want to bring Buhari, teach him, give an update, give him sense on how they win the elections. Even as Tinubu brought Buhari, Tinubu respected the tone of the North, allowed Buhari to contest. Buhari will all know you cannot, when it comes to politics and leadership, you cannot compare Buhari to Southern politicians. You cannot compare Buhari to Tinubu. You cannot even compare Buhari to the cabinet members of Fulani Tinubu. Imagine Buhari, a commissioner in Lagos State, what will he achieve? Even so, let's imagine Buhari is appointed, the president of Buhari is appointed a commissioner in Lagos State. How will you look at his performance? You know, in the North, it is entitlement, extremism, religion. So far you can be able to behave in a certain way. Islamic religious fanatics, they are the ones that these Northerners exalt. This person that is crashing out on Kwankwaso does not know that Kwankwaso has a plan for 2031. I know personally that Kwankwaso does not really support a Peter Obi presidency. Does not really support. He genuinely, he knows, let me tell you, they are going to fail, but he is preparing himself for 2031. Now they are crashing, saying that Kwankwaso betrayed the Iowa. So when I said, the time I said that this ABC is a local political platform, someone say, you are lying, what are you saying? Look at what a prominent local is saying. Your decision to leave ABC shows that you don't truly care about Iowa. While ADC is focused on rescuing Nigerians from the hardship caused by the APC government, you chose to walk away at a critical moment. So as it is now, there is fire on the mountain. You know, I told you that Tinubu is winning the next election. You are enjoying the things can change tomorrow. Things can just change overnight. But with the way things are, with how December figured, even Atiku, let's say Obi was in ADC, and Atiku becomes the candidate and Obi becomes the vice. Tinubu will still beat that ticket, that united ADC. You know, some APC people were saying that Obi has already agreed to collect vice from Atiku. We are just looking at them, and I said that Obi has one social, what they call it, social credit, which is the obedient movement. Take away the obedient movement from Obi, Obi becomes very, very empty. The political very structure empty. Of Obi is the obedient movement. So Obi would not want to go against the obedient movement because he wants to please somebody or whoever. Now he has left. So how would 2023 be? 2027, how is it going to be? Look at it critically. The APC is not happy with Peter Obi going to the NDC. Northern Nigeria, let me advise an article. I need to be factual. Let me advise an article. You see, we have two Southerners running for presidency. You can take advantage of the North. As a Northerner, you can take advantage. Play your politics. Do not complain that Peter Obi is going with Kwankwaso. Do not complain. Tell your followers they should step down. Go underground. Mobilize Northerners. Massively vote for the ADC. Like, you appreciate he has gone. With all this chaos crisis,
You are giving Tinubu a coastal victory. Coastal victory. You will be coasting home. All these things. If I were an article, I will forget the noise. I will still mobilize. I will look at Obi, Tinubu. They are going to drag it in the south. Going to drag it. And there's this thing, you must cover 24 states and have at least 25% in 24 states. Look at the last election. Tinubu had 23 states. He needed one more state. That is where we came in. They needed River State like bad. Because if Tinubu did not secure River State, there will be a runoff. Because you have to have 24 states and 25% at least. Even you win election and you do not get this 24 states, win 24 states, at least 25% 24 states, my brother, you know, will carry what I'll give you. There will be a runoff between, I think, the first and second. So if I'm an article, I'll be looking at how I'm able to stop Tinubu from getting 24 states. That is just, you see, I said it. This initially, I didn't want to be part of anything politics. I love politics. I love to read. Like, I love to analyze. I love to speculate things that will happen. It is not today I start all this speculation. I've come to understand that I love politics. If I have an article, I'll be looking, because you cannot beat Tinubu. People will not agree. The way you cannot beat Tinubu. This one, Peter Obi left the ADC. There is no chance for Northerners again. The only thing you can act as a spoiler and make sure you get second. That's my advice to Atiku and Co. Act as a spoiler, make sure you get second, make sure Tinubu, you secure state, do or die you secure state, make sure that states, that's like some states in your own area of concentration, you know, that's where area of strength that the ADC, because the sentiment that is going on today will endear a lot of people to the ADC. And for the government of APC to silence and edify, they are very, very wise about it. These guys, these politicians in the APC, they are very, very intelligent, very wise. They are wicked people. So if edify were to be around, there will be a kind of they will stabilize it a bit. Consolidate on the sentiment from northern Nigeria and the suffering in Nigeria, and Tinubu know, you know that propaganda, they have started propaganda. Somebody said that if we interpret the Yes Daddy video in Hausa to the Northerners, they go, nobody will vote Peter Obi. And number two, if we tell Northerners that Peter Obi introduced alcohol into Anambra State, one of his biggest achievements was building a brewery. You know, Sharia and all these things in the north, all these fanatics, and that them drink alcohol pass, and then smoke shisha, and then do drugs pass. And they are the hypocrisy in them that start speaking. Peter Obi, they did a banner, they put beer, put Peter Obi. The massive achievement of the Peter Obi in Anambra State was a beer factory. If you support him as president, he is going to turn everywhere to beer parlor. That is the propaganda. It is a lost cause. A party organized by Atiku and Northern Nigeria. They know that you cannot beat them. So they say, why don't you fight for the ticket? Go to the primaries, show your popularity. They know that the party is to their advantage. I just told you now, confirming that the ADC is a northern political platform. Kwankwaso left a democratic party. You are saying that it has what word did he use? That Kwankwaso betrayed the Hausa people, the Arewa. That is you can get the message from that. So as we speak today, Peter Obi, my advice to Peter Obi, I've said about article. My advice to Peter Obi is that Peter Obi, forget about being Nigeria's president. As I'm saying this thing now, some people say, this guy is working for Tinubu. God forbid me work for Tinubu. God forbid. But I will tell you the truth. Peter Obi, forget about presidency. Build the obedient movement. Take your time. You are not desperate to be president. You understand? But you are desperate to see Nigeria work. You understand? This set of politicians will be fading. The same advice they gave to Atiku. You don't have to be president. Support other people. I'm telling Peter Obi again. Some people see this Igbo presidency as one big deal. I don't see that as a big deal. Of course, in the Southeast, we are even fine than people that even had presidents, head of state, back to back. We are even fine without the support of the so-called center. We are doing well in the Southeast. Although we have to get our priorities right in the Southeast. I'm telling you, if you, the NDC, try and build with the NDC. If you cannot build with the NDC, after this election, let the obedient movement be transformed into a political association, political party. Use the obedient movement for 2031. Personally, I would say so. 2031, if you are aiming at the presidency, I don't think there will be space for the presidency in 2031. What you need to do, try and win councillor, win a state, win House of Rep. From there, you showcase the competence, character, and capacity that you talk about in the obedient movement. The ideals, the ideology of the obedient movement. Yes, little, you build from that scratch and it gets to a bigger size. Then you can start aiming at the presidency. But now everywhere is, like I told you, the people that own this country, they will never want a P2B to be president when he said from consumption to production. You cannot go and meet the British people, the US, and tell them from consumption, you want to liberate the country from being consumers to production. You know, there are some countries abroad that snow they fall like half of the year, but they are richer than us that have fertile land, sun and rain, they come. We have the resources. We are poor. Look at northern Nigeria. People are eating like animals, but underneath their soil, they have a lot of mineral resources that the governor can be paying each person 500,000 a month, each single person. And as they are giving birth to children, the government can afford if they utilize those resources. But the Igbo people will create chaos in your state so that they can have access to your resources. They can try and, your politicians are greedy. They are devils. Well, when I say insecurity would not, insecurity will not stop in northern Nigeria. You don't know what I'm saying. When I say northerners are very, very much active, they are stakeholders in insecurity. You should understand what I'm saying. Look at all these political brouhaha. You see all these political brouhaha. Do you even hear about terrorist attacks anymore? The politicians are focusing on how they can put themselves together. Them having to say sponsor terrorist attacks will not be ideal for now. Let the northern politicians, the Peter Obi leaving the agency is a shock to them. So they will be trying to find their feet. Maybe they don't have time to start telling those guys. They may tell those guys, please step down a bit. Let us organize ourselves. Let's know where we are, the platform we are going to use. We're going to start pushing pressure on the current government. I told you before that. Don't you notice that during elections, bandits know the attack. If bandits want to attack, they will attack the opponent of the politicians that are sponsoring them, politicians in power. If they want attack. And that's how politicians rule. An average politician, not all, have thugs. In the north, they have bandits and terrorists. In the southeast, some people use IPOB and unknown government to run their pocket. We know that for a very, very long time. Telling you. So now you don't hear any issue about insecurity. It is how northern Nigeria will get their acts together. So if the north is saying that they prefer Tinubu, it is not coming from their mind. They are just paying. It's not coming from their mind. Me, if I say I prefer Tinubu than Atiku, it's coming from my mind. But this northerners, if you know how they detest Tinubu and his government, even the people in the APC, that will not get the ticket, people that they come to the APC, They will not get the ticket. You know, when people were the campaign, APC, they never knew that the APC had a plan. Some people that left their political parties to the APC will not be getting tickets. The disappointment will be huge. Crying. I saw a politician crying. I've already paid money for form, this and that. I think in River State they have made how many hundreds of millions for forms. People are just, the disappointment will be huge, very, very huge. And in Nigeria politics today, it is the Baba Sope, you are there in the position, left, right, center. That's the politics we are playing in Nigeria that will give us good governance when we are not okay. Somebody will think that kind of politics that Tinubu is playing will be good governance. It can only do one or two to show that we are there. But when they talk about good governance, real governance, the kind of politics that Tinubu and co they are playing can never. That's why since 1960, nothing tangible. Trillions have gone the drain. Trillions of naira, if not dollars. But nothing to show. Nothing tangible to show. And every election cycle, they'll come and bamboozle you. So the North, I'm advising. If Atiku wants to take on Tinubu without even P2P, make sure you act as a spoiler. Make sure that in the North, Tinubu does not really get 25% in most states. Yes. I know Tinubu is also planning to make sure that even as at anything, you see that Southwest is on lockdown. Hello? The last election that P2P won Tinubu in Lagos State. The people in Lagos did not tell you what happened at the governorship elections. When eyes opened, you know, the Labour Party victory, the presidential election, took a lot of people by surprise. The APC underestimated Nigerians. And Buhari was also invested in trying to muzzle that. APC underestimated Nigerians. After that election, their eye now opened. In fact, APC, I went to Agege the other time. I see they do almost all the streets. Before 2023, all those politicians, they will bluff you. They don't send you. It is only during election they will come. Then the people now show them that this Labour Party will go vote Labour Party against you. So that's shock. Then after the presidential, everybody will compose, rearrange themselves. Like I told you, APC is a bad party. The structure they have is a structure of criminality. So if you are a pastor and you belong to the APC, you go and tell yourself, don't come and tell me here. Don't come and whine me. You know that the APC is not a good party. If you deny your faith by saying that, is it not politics? Sit down there. Early in the morning by 6, the person that the polling unit in front of it, she's a lady in front of her house, came out and said, if you are not voting for Sonlu, don't come here. It is not even talks, though. Talks are not even, they never resume. Early morning, the blessed woman drink shepherd, or he drink. Just come out, holla. If you are not voting for APC, left, right, center, the election paid a lot of people. So this Southwest now, that's how you can understand that there's a difference between 6 and half a dozen. You see, if the people can be able to withstand what Tinubu is going to bring from the Southwest, then I can join the people. But the Nigerians we have, don't trust them. Every polling unit has been colonized. See, if I want to win elections, the way I've studied from these politicians, God, go drop money for every polling unit. Money day. Oh God, you guys don't. Money day. It is even the politicians in every polling, the interested party politicians that will be facilitating those monies into every polling unit. Landlord association, Lagos Landlord Association, all of them by force, if no join APC, we will treat you, Landlord Association. Don't you know say there's no how a polling unit will be in the place whereby you know will be in front of somebody's land or somebody's property or somebody's space. There's no how. So landlord association is well involved in what they are going to do. So Southwest is locked down. If you hear the votes they are going to get from Southwest, Hey, the thing Atiku can do is make sure he does not get the 24 states. That is what my advice. I'm not saying so. And Peter Obi, what I'm saying is that you should build the obedient movement into a confirmed political structure. Have a political party, obedient party. Then look for small wins in different local government, councillor, chairman. Consolidate on those small wins. You are the one that said it, Your Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, that is a long journey, and I agree with you. But as in this one, where will they go so? You will take God. You will take God. May God help Nigeria.
Ẹ̀yin wa ohun tá a tún máa fún wa yìí náà ibi tá a pàṣẹ sí náà ní ju báyìí náà lọ ẹ sì gan ni bó kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ojú tó ń wò wá nílé ojú tẹ̀ fi ojú ló ní fọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tẹ̀ fi ń gbọ́ wa èsì ní òní ti ọwọ́ tẹ̀ bá wa pín ètò yìí sófin lọ dáadáa ẹ̀mọ́ ní gbọ́ náà gbọ́mọ̀ sí àwa lámọ̀ wa bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ẹ̀yin náà láàmọ̀ débá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwa ní gbé sọnù bí ìṣèbí ọmọ o ṣèdígbọ́ ó kọ́ tẹ́mi padà ibi ẹ̀mí láìtàn ìwé mọ̀ sí ibi ẹ̀mí TV show lókè ògo wa o ó dàbọ̀.